No, whenever. Yeah, right. I think for the first time it will execute. If the employee is going to join, employee is going to create first time, then these things will definitely pitch in, not for the existing identities. Okay. So, by any chance, when you're explaining, I understand you're explaining each and everything, but by any chance are we going to play around with these? Are we going to, have settings done an hour, or maybe as a part of this exercise, to do this for one identity, or something like that? Usually I'll provide the candidates only, and I'll ask them tomorrow whether have you done or not. Okay, because the other rules section was very intensive and elaborated. I don't know what all things we can do. Again saying so, creating rules, becoming a developer, it's quite tricky. It's like a mathematics. If you are going to try each and every day, then you can learn, you can understand. I can explain 1 or 2 days, but after that it's your okay, right? You have to learn, but as a default thing, what all do we really use provisioning rules here, or we don't use it? Provisioning rules here. So it depends upon the client requirement. Usually if the client is saying to define something, definitely I'll tell them whether it's possible or not. If it is possible, then this is the time consuming and all, each and every. Yeah, it's possible, we can do that. Okay, so if I'm understanding correctly, any kind of custom provisioning rules will have to come here, otherwise the default provisioning rules. There would be a separate place to do it. If we have to really provision to some other directory from the back end, we have a provisioning. Is my screen visible? Yep, so this is the default provisioning. Workflow, so it will get. This is a provide access. Yeah. Okay. So it has some parts as well which we will discuss as a part of this course. Exactly so. As part of this business process, workflows, we will learn. So you should know. You will know so how it's going to be woken up. Okay, so we have started from the scratch. Scratch right installation. So how to create an application, how to aggregate or import those identities, how we are going to provide, how we are going to manage. So after that, we will start with access level. So what kind of access we can provide, how we can provide, create those access, how we are going to manage. So after that, one by one. So how to define the policies, how we are going to do a certification, how we are going to do the provisioning. Everything we will learn, okay, before. One identity, and 5 different application. Then we will be discussing also how we will be provisioning one identity on 5 different applications separately also. So one identity, 5 applications. So 5 applications. So 5 applications, one identity. Probably mirroring, in general way, mirroring of access is done. But if you know 2 application, So I have an identity. That identity is looking for some drive access or some other application access. So in that scenario, as a manager or as an end user, I have to submit access request. First, to submit access request, I'll come to this page. I'll select this user. Whoever is this, whoever need access. After that, based on the second page, manage access, I'm going to select some roles, some entitlement which belongs to some particular application right. So if I'm going to select, if I'm going to provide means the user will get at these access, the particular application access. So no need to worry. All access, we are going to get it from aggregation only. We can submit access request. Using that also, user will have access. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. So we will learn one by one, no issue. Okay, so far it's clear, right? Application creation and all. Based on where the data has been stored, we are going to select the delimiter right. Okay, let's create one more application. Now in this scenario, all the data has been stored in the database. So I have selected JDBC connector, the correlation rule, the risk activity data source rules, and password policy. It's going to same for all type of connectors, as I said, so the configuration is going to change. When it comes to configuration, it looked like different right here, so now I have to change everything. So what is the connection? Database URL, database, driver, each and everything I have to mention. So these details, I'm going to get it from the application team, so no need to worry about these things. Okay, yesterday also I had a working session with application team to get the requirement, so let me update these details. So now client application team is saying, connection user is going to identity IQ. Is the username the password? So this is going to be the password. Okay, so this is the password. Let me update here. Any idea? Is this encrypted or decrypted one? Non-crypto encrypted one. Okay, how would the encrypted we use encrypted? I don't think it's enabled right now. So these are the questions we'll raise, right, if you're getting to the real one. So that's the reason I'm saying, just try to work around, guys. In your system, you will end up with a number of questions. So any of the questions will be answered encrypted one, not encrypted. No, it's encrypted one. So I have some password like admin 123. I don't want to share with the team directly, so I have encrypted this one. So whatever it could be, don't worry about encrypted, decrypted. So we can use the same password. That's what I'm trying to say, so just try to work around. Okay, so we have. If you want to encrypt, decrypt, we can create a rule here. So just using only one method, I have created this one. Okay, so this is the encrypted password. If I'm going to decrypt this one, what will happen? Just have a check. If I'm going to decrypt, okay, the password is admin 123, something like it will come. Okay, so let me enter the credential for this application. Now I'm going to update the database, so this is the dummy one. Okay, now I'm going to clicking on the test connection. It will throw some error. Okay, identity, that account doesn't exist, so let me mention this SQL statement as well. So from which table I'm going to get the identities? Okay, so now the disconnection is successful for JDBC application. I'm going to get these from the client application team. They will be getting in touch with database team. From anyone, we are going to get these details, so no need to worry about these things. So from which table I'm going to fetch the data I have mentioned and have. Click on the test connection and the test connection is successful. So this is how you are going to create an application. I want to try this in lab session. Rakesh, I will. Will I be able to do the test connection? What if I try? If I want to try in my laptop like as a part of lab in your system, it's not possible. You should have some details right.